I used to do these really long kayak trips in the Great Bear Rainforest. And I really fell in love with this place that it was slowed right down, it had a pulse to it, and where there were indigenous cultures who were absolutely connected to the place that they lived in. They were not going to leave. They were absolutely committed to it. So in the beginning, a lot of it was, I've fallen in love with this place, and I've fallen in love with the idea of keeping this beautiful green place green. Because the Great Bear Rainforest represents a very rare type of ecosystem. Lots of rain and a really strong water cycle. And huge interconnected and complicated predator-prey systems all up and down the coast that, generally speaking, we don't have left in a lot of parts of the world. But more than anything, it creates a dream or a possibility. The reason why the Great Bear Rainforest is important in the world is because it shows you what's possible when enough people are willing to stay and work on a solution together and really tolerate conflict together. For the last 19 years, I've been devoting my life to finding a durable and energizing solution that works for all parties in the Great Bear Rainforest. Are those hectares actually contributing to ecological values or not? Because if they're rock cliffs that have no trees on them, and I'm using the most extreme example, then we probably don't want that in the LRD. The agreement that has been forged and has been forged over the last 2.5 years, sort of the final phase of the agreement, is too compelling for all the parties, for any of us to give it up at this particular moment in time. And quite frankly, it's also about making sure that all the parties have their win. There are hectares that, for lack of a better term, neither of us want to have in our accounting pool.
Jodie, you're absolutely right.
Yeah, okay. You both look at each other and you go, oh, that's why you're asking, and that's what you're asking for? That's why you're asking for that? Oh, well, that seems really kind of reasonable. You want to keep jobs in your company. Okay, but I don't want to see all those trees fall down. So is there some way for you to keep jobs and us to keep trees standing? Because it's about social justice. It's about social complexity. It's about making sure that First Nations have a right to make decisions on the places that they have stayed for thousands of years, that they are devoted to. And that the forest industry and those men and women who work in the forests be able to continue to have jobs, but that they do forestry really, really differently. They do it in a way that actually acknowledges the larger context, which understands that those trees have value standing as well. And they do it in a way where they take care of the salmon while they do their cutting, and they do it in a way where they get the maximum value out of that wood so that it doesn't get wasted. So for me, it's very much about making sure that in every action that we take in this place, that we do it in a way that says this place is precious, and we want to be conscious about how we make these decisions here. Conflict is really it's a calling. It's a calling for a different kind of energy to come through. It's practically the earth begging for a different kind of energy to come through. And when we're willing to follow that, when we're willing to believe that something bigger than us can come through, often it does. If we can't make this work here, in British Columbia, where we are one of the richest places in the world, where we are one of the most peaceful places in the world, where we have vast amounts of natural resources and clean water and clean air, if not here, where? We have to make it work here.